Hello, this is a short video in order to demonstrate how we can use different functions in Stellar to manage lumens effectively and perform our functions when performing our functions. So I have this specified main account which has 9,000 lumens, 8,999 lumens, approximately 1,000 lumens, and I have this new user account which is not yet even created. So this account is not yet created, so I will sponsor this account using our main account. So for that, I'll create the source. I'll create the transaction, making it as the specified as the source account, and I will begin to sponsor future reserves, and I will set the sponsoring ID. Sponsoring ID is the account that we are going to sponsor, and the next operation is going to be create account. Okay, so create account, and then the next operation is create account, and so the destination account is going to be this account, and the source account is as usual, and starting balance is 0. So I'm going to create this account with 0 lumens in it, and then I'm going to end the future reserves. So we have to do this in order to stop sponsoring everything. Therefore we have to do this, and it will be done by our main account, I mean our second account, our user account. Okay, so now I'm going to sign this transaction with both our Tresified account, because Tresified is sponsoring this account, and new user account, because new user is saying that to stop the future reserves. So therefore both signatures are required, and submit into the network. And now you can see it is submitted and done. Now if I refresh this new user account, you can see we have an account created with 0 lumens in it, and we have an sponsoring too. So you can do almost all the transactions with this, not all, most of the transactions that we do at Tresified. So for example, I'm going to sponsor this account for not for a create account, but for a to create a trust line. So I'll set it as change trust, and I'll for numeric, I'll say this token is this, and I'll take one of these accounts as the issuer, and I'll say the trust limit is 1,000. The source account is going to be this account, the new user account, and also you can I'll create another account. I'll create another I'll create another manage data operation that has I'll set it as like this with 3 values, and this again will have this. Also I'll duplicate this, and I'll create another I'll create a trust line for another asset, and finally I'll end the sponsorship like this. So what I have done here is I'm going to begin the sponsorship for this for this account, the new user account, and I'm in that same transaction I'm going to create a trust line from this new user account, for this for another account asset. Okay, and then I'm going to add some data to that account as well, I mean the new user account as well, and also I'm going to create another trust line for a different asset, and I'm going to end the sponsorship. So all the transaction fees, everything will be paid by Tresified, not this account, because this doesn't have lumens, it has 0 lumens in it. Okay, transaction submitted, and if we refresh this, you can see we have the balance. We have balances of this. We have 2 trust lines created, but data operations is not created yet. Let's see why. Okay, the source account is something else. It is actually going to here. That's right, because I have not added the source account, so it has landed on this. So if I add the source account, this only it will work. So I have to add the source account as this, and I'll add another transaction to this, and I'll remove this as well. So now this should be fine, fetching the next sequence and creating all the operations. So now there should be three truss lines. There should be three truss lines with one data in it. Yeah. So here we have one data operation in this account with a but our native balance is 0, and we have three truss lines right now: 001, 002, 003. So we can revoke, we can destroy one by whenever the trial is. Now all the transactions from this account can be done in the same format, and once the trial is done, and if the user wants to delete his account, so then what we have to do is we have to remove all the trust lines that we previously created, so that we don't need this, we don't need begin, sponsor, reserves and all. What we have to do is we have to first we have to say we have to do the change trust operation, and we have to make the trust limit to 0, and this manage data operation we have to make it empty, and we have to duplicate this few times because we have two assets now, so we can put this as 2, and this will be 3, and this will be 1. Likewise I'm going to make all the trust lines 0 and the data operations to empty, and then what will happen is it will remove all these num sponsoring. So here we can see num sponsoring, this will be removed, it will become 2, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to merge the account. So I'm going to merge this account with the Tracify account. So this account will be merged with the Tracify. That's how we can do this. And let's fetch the new sequence, which is already new, and then we have to submit the transaction to Stellar. So now what will happen is all this, okay, now everything is now this account is destroyed fully, we don't have it, but however the transaction in it is not saved in this account, it is saved in the ledger. So we can recover it like this, we can recover the transaction, we can look into the transactions. We have all the transactions here, so each of these transactions we can see what happened and the operation count. So likewise we have all the information regarding the transactions, but when following this method based in our Tracify, we do COCs, so changing some we are creating assets and we are transferring them, but in that process there is a problem because we can't we have to create, we are doing it in a smart contract manner. We have the reject and success XDR. So in order to do this thing effectively, what we have to do is we have to create a channel account, and then we have to maintain the sequence in it. So this, therefore we have to sponsor, or we have to give lumens to the channel account as well. So to avoid this, what we can do is we have the concept of claimable balance. So this will lock your amount. So I will create a claimable balance for this account, and the source account will be the same. Sorry, this should be create claimable balance. Okay, so I will create a claimable balance for a native asset with 1000 lumens, and I will say the destination as this. Sorry, I'll say the destination as this user. So that means this user can claim this amount, and you can specify some conditions as well. You can specify the time, relatively, absolute, or there are so many things. I'll just make it unconditional for now, and then yeah, so we will create the claimable balance, and then yes, so this is it. Yeah, now I'll sign on this transaction, so we don't need this one signature anymore. And if we refresh this, you can see we have still we have 8999 lumens, and if I submit this transaction, our 1000 lumens will keep that locked. So 1000 lumens are locked. So if I refresh this, you can see 1000 lumens are locked. Now it is 7000 around, and you can claim this. So the person who can claim this within the specified time period or the conditions. So even though you lose the IDs and all, you can figure out the claimable balance IDs using this. So you can just submit this and you can check how many balances we have. So we have 1000 here and claimable balance here. So likewise you can claim this, or else you can give this ID here, and you can so this should be new user, I mean this user, because we created to him, and he can claim this. Or there is another operation where you can revoke this as well. Sorry, claw back the claimable balance. That means you are going to remove this claimable balance. So anyway, automatically it will be removed if the specified time period is passed, but I mean the conditions are passed. But else if you want to, you can do it. But in order to do that, you have to do some configurations in set options, especially the revoking process. So through this, now you can retrieve these 1000 lumens. So if I sign this bad oath, why is it? Okay, so this should be signed by this one, because he's the person who's claiming. If not, anyone can't claim this. Only that person can claim it. So that's why operation bad oath. So yeah, so the problem is you have to sign it through his ID, right? Not this one, this secret. Now it should be fine. Yes, so now it is done. And we will lose this. Now we can't recover this 1000 lumens. It will be forever 7000 only. We can't get it back because it is done. However, there is a way we can recover if the claimable balance is not claimed. We can use this clawback and claim it. So like this, we can perform COC, so that we don't need to create a channel account and sponsor or fund that account and then again do transactions through that like a smart contract manner. No need to do like that. So that's it. Thank you.